Alright, this is the Folcroft dining table, and I'm going to unbox it. We'll put it together so you can just kind of see what it looks like. I'm going to look at the dimensions of the box because you got to get it home first. I think they deliver this as well, but we'll see here real quick. So it's about 42 inches that way, and it is almost 6 feet long. So it's 6 feet long, 42 inches. And it's not real thick. It's about 5 inches thick this way. So just know that for the size if you got to get it home. One other thing, this thing's pretty freaking heavy, so I'd get somebody to help you unless you're stupid like me and you just drag it around. I unloaded it by myself, but it wasn't fun. So just know it's 134 pounds. So I just kind of did like this, drug it in, but I don't know, probably wasn't smart. Okay, here's the box torn open. Looks like the top table frame. It's a box. I'm assuming the tile components are in there. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's see what's in here. Looks like parts of the leg. This is the top, no, the bottom. It's the bottom leg part. There is some bolts. Things for the umbrella to go here. That's in that part. What else in here? It's like other parts of the leg that we're going to put together. The rest of that box is empty. Go there. Here's the tabletop. Got some packaging and wrapping on it. I would probably look at it and make sure it's pretty straight still. No big damaged areas, anything like that. You may need to take it back if there is. This looks like the bottom side of it with the bolts welded in. We're going to hook it in. We'll find the instructions in here somewhere if I choose to use them. Nah, I will. Maybe. Alright, let's set this here. And let's see what else we got. So it's got a packaging there. You probably shouldn't be walking on it like I'm doing. A little on the edge. Alright, so these are wrapped pretty good. I'm going to say these are the tile tops components. They are, I'm just going to leave them here. So there's 4 of these for this particular model, for this table. So we'll stack them here. It says fragile, handle with care. Alright. Okay, so I put all the pieces out. This is everything that came with it. So you've got a couple of the screws and some nuts and a little wrench. There's the 4 legs, and they'll attach to this centerpiece. You've got the directions right here. I don't know. It's washing them out. You can't see them, but they're here. And then it looks like maybe some Velcro or something on the bottom of the leg. I'll find out where that goes at some point in this process. But really doesn't look that hard to put together. Yeah, so let's go ahead and knock it out. But that's everything here. Plus the tabletop is over there. And then the tile inserts are in these boxes. Okay, I'm going to take the protection off this tabletop. What I did as well, something you want to probably do, is take the other side of the box when you tear it open and use it to put the top on so you won't scratch anything while you put the table together. So it's kind of a dual use for it. Okay, so here's the legs it's going to want to have us put on. It's going to go in this part right here, and you're just going to hand tighten it and put it in there. So we're going to do all 4 of these and just hand tighten them, and then we'll put that rectangle piece here next into there. So that's why you want to hand tighten it and just leave it loose so you can hook all that together and then tighten it all at once. Okay. All right. So let's put these in, and again, kind of put them at this angle. You don't, if you'll do it like this, I think when you get ready to put the middle section on, you're going to be a lot better off. So you just want to hand tighten them. Don't worry about the little wrench just yet. It's just kind of a placeholder for that. So that's it. Let's do the others real quick. So now we're going to put this midsection in. This piece here. It really doesn't matter which way it goes, so that's nice. It's going to be pretty hard to mess that up, although I may be able to. I don't think that's going to happen. One thing you want to note too, I didn't point out earlier, any of the bolts and the screws you're using, there's a washer on them too. So everything you put on will have a bolt and a washer on it. I don't know if you're able to see that if I don't drop it. But just remember that you can have washers and bolts. The washers were on most of the screws. Some of them they weren't. Just know that you're going to need to do that. So this thing's going to fit right in these little tabs here. Pretty easy. So I'll probably kind of just set it up here, get one started. Okay. So I just got it started. I went ahead and tightened this up a little because I'm by myself out here doing this. But if you had help, you probably wouldn't need to do that. So then we'll do the other side, which will be a little easier. This balance here. So again, you don't want to cross thread anything, so it should all go in pretty easy by hand. So I have everything started. Now this is where you're going to want to go and tighten everything up. I think I would kind of line these. I would probably maybe tighten these middle ones first and then come back and do the other. Here's the wrench that they gave you. The bolt size is a 7/16. So that goes pretty easy. That's easy. So it all seems to fit pretty good. Only don't play that, so I'm going to go here with this. Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna tighten the middle ring part first and then do the bottom of the leg. Okay, so we do that. Okay. Alright, so the middle ring part's all tight. That's good. Do the bottom of the legs. That. Okay. So I think we're good there. That's really it for the legs. I mean, it's pretty dang easy. Especially if you had a hand. Now it's starting to get a little heavier. Starting to get some more pieces on it. So that's that. Let me get the camera. Let's take a quick walk around. Alright, so I just wanted to get a closer shot for you. This is a table. We got all the legs on. Really pretty easy. It's a very quick setup, actually. So you can see all the screws in here on the inside. And then right up here, place for the umbrella. And that's it so far. So let's see about the top. I think I want to move it to where I want it so I don't have to move it after it gets real heavy. Okay, I've moved the table where I wanted it. I think I would move it before I put the heavier tiles on the top of it. If you have help, whatever, it doesn't matter then. But it's a lot easier to move right now. This thing's not, you know, terribly heavy. Also, I went ahead, if you're going to have an umbrella and you got a stand that goes underneath, it's a good time to put it in because you can look down the center hole, get it lined up perfect. Probably, we'll go ahead and put the antenna rod in as well. Antenna, umbrella. We'll put the umbrella sleeve here. And then I'm going to tighten it up. Okay, so that's for the umbrella. Not worried about sticking the umbrella on just yet. So we'll do the tiles. One thing I noticed too, for the tile to fit good, there's some little pieces that I thought was Velcro. That's little chunks to level out the tile. But I think if you get your table level from the get-go, you may not need to use, well, you'll probably have to use them, I guess, to keep it from vibrating on the metal or not touching it. I'll look in a minute in the directions. But if you have a level or something straight edge, a ruler, you can look on here and you can see. I mean, the table's really level, but I've got a pretty good gap here and here that tells me this part's high. And if you look at the design of this, it's going to be a little bit, weak in the middle here. No big deal. I mean, it's part of what these tables are. But what I'll do, just to get it a little better, is, because you could take it back, but the probably next one you're going to get is going to be the same way. So this is really no big deal. I'm just going to put a little weight right here. Not like I'm going to jam through, but I just want to try to level this out some, because it'll give a little here. And we'll just kind of push down. See, I'm still, you can see my level. I'm assuming you can see that. You can see I'm still pretty high. Better. So we'll put a little bit more on it. Not crazy. Again, you don't want to break the thing. And maybe before I put the legs on, when it was laying flat, if you have a good flat surface, that's probably a good time that I should have done this. I didn't think about it. This is the first one I've ever put together. I still can tell it's still pretty high. So let's give it a little. Again, may not get it perfect, but try to get some out of it. That's better. It's not great, but I think that'll work enough for me. So we'll do the same thing over here. You may want to play around with that some more. I'm going to put the tiles in here. If they're like sticking up on the end or vibrating, and that's probably what those pads are for, then this doesn't have to be so perfect. It'll have a little room for error. So let's go ahead and see what it's going to take to put our tiles in. All right, so I just looked at the directions. Yeah, bet you like that. There's a bunch of little circles in here. That's going to help you level the tile. So you probably lay them in there, and then you can pull these out, stick them on the bottom of the tile, and that'll help, keep it from vibrating around. So we'll set them in there and we'll see how many of these we need. I don't know, it doesn't say in the directions if you need to put it on everything. It says it's optional. Keep away from kids. Obviously don't let them eat these. We got the tile out of the box, one of them. It was packed very well. I think it would be hard for one of these to break unless that whole thing bends, but it was packed nice. It saves them money by packing it nice. They don't need to replace them. So I'm just going to set one in it, and I'm just going to ease it down. I would not let it drop in there. I think it's moving a little. Honestly, it's good enough. So that's fitting pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put a little rubber grommet on each corner and see if that'll take that out. But you know what? You could leave it like that. I'm just going to do it, so we'll see what happens. These are one of these circles in this pack. So we'll take this carefully. You drop this on a hard surface, it's going to break. I can almost guarantee that. So we'll set it here. We'll put us a little circle right on the corner of each one, because then that should take away that tiny bit of movement. The thing is, when you're setting drinks on it, or if you have a heavier plate, it's nice if it's not moving. The table's pretty solid. My setup here is pretty level. Alright, so we put one on each corner, and I think that'll take care of the movement that we might have had. I would almost bet, because boy, it was just a little. So again, I'm not going to let it just drop down in there. I'm going to kind of bring it in easy. Still got a little. That's normal. I'm good with that. If it bothered you enough, you could probably run a tiny bead of clear silicone and push it down in here and then wipe off the excess. You could probably grout this in here too if you want a little bit slicker look, and maybe with a dark grout. But again, depends on what you're trying to go for. Yeah, let's get the other tiles on, and I'm going to go ahead and put those little rubber grommets on every corner of every tile I put in. I just think that puts a little cushion on it. Okay, before I put the last tile on, I want to show you something, a step that I should have showed earlier that we didn't do just yet. And basically it's these little plastic caps. They're going to go over the bolt head right here, and they'll just kind of snap on to protect it. And also I guess someone's leg hits it or something, but it just kind of protects it, gives it a little more polished look. Just know that's there. So let's go ahead and put our last tile in. Okay, so these are the tiles all in. I've got my umbrella stand, and really not too bad a thing to put together. Actually pretty doggone easy. Well, and that, my friends, is how you assemble the Folcroft table. And get to chilling. Alright, good luck to your assembly, and hopefully this video helped. Now I got to do the new chairs, so that'll be the next one.